Hi everyone, I am back with the TV series review and movie review of Bonus Family. Now, Bonus Family is a Scandinavian show based in Sweden about a couple who has broken up and they have met other people and they're married to them or getting married to them. So the crux of the show is about those bonus families that are added to your immediate family and the chaos that ensues. Now, this concept may not be unique, but the way it has been delivered is fantastic. The show stars these main characters: Lisa, Patrick, Martin, Eddie, William, Bianca, Katja, Henry, and the list goes on. Because they are these adults who's broken up, they have kids with them, and then the two who get together with the bonus family, they have kids together, so it's a large family. And then there's a mother of one of the kids, one of the adults who's also involved in the show. Um, and The other parents are not as involved. They are involved at some point in the show, but not as much. Um, so, when I stumbled upon Bonus Family a couple years ago, 3 years ago, I think it was, and I started watching it and I fell in love with it. It was such a wonderful show. It was heart wrenching. It was funny. It was sweet. It was written very well. The screenplay was done so well. The characters' development was done so well, and there are 4 seasons of it, so it goes on and on and on. Different stories, different things happening with them, different the way they fight, the way they get back together, the way they are fighting with each other, teenage problems, stepbrother, half brother problems, half sister problems. All of that is uh, taken care of in the show. It's done really well, and I highly recommend watching it. So season 4 ended, and I was eagerly waiting for season 5 until I found out there was no season 5. But they ended the story with the movie of a 2 hour movie that came out last year, and it got released on Netflix this week. So I was very excited to watch it, and I finally watched it today. And so here's what my thoughts about the movie are. So, um, so the one thing that I want to say with before I start talking about the movie review is that the character I connected the most with was Patrick. This geeky guy, simple person who's in love with his wife Lisa, who has her extended crazy family herself, but the way he is with her, um, and the way he's always so loyal to her, and the way he's always fighting for their relationship was wonderful. I loved that about him. I connected with him in a very deep level. So when the movie begins, we find out it starts with a story where Lisa and Patrick are separated, sort of, because Patrick cheated on her. Honestly, that took me like back a little bit. That's the one. I mean, even though that is the crux of the story, I couldn't digest that very well because Patrick, the way his character was portrayed for the last 4 seasons, it didn't feel like he would cheat on her. It just wouldn't. It just, for me, it was just way out there. But I connected with the story still in terms of, the funny, the chaos, the dysfunction that this family has. But we see the story develop where they're trying to get back together, they're trying to make their marriage work again. Then we find out Lisa also cheated. Sorry, the reviews in this one. We found out Lisa also cheated, and then how Patrick still tries to hold the family together even after that. I love that about him. He's a fighter. He wants a family. He wants his own family. But Lisa's given up, and Patrick is devastated. The reason I'm mentioning that is that what happens after they actually break up and they go their separate ways it takes a while for Patrick to come back into his own self. He can't get over the divorce. He just can't. And the way he handled grief, it reminded me of the way I handled my grief with my last breakup because it was very rough on me. So I connected with him on a very deep level, and that's the person that's the Patrick I know. So his cheating part still baffles me in a way, but I really hoped, I really hoped, and I wanted them to get back together. But I want you to see what actually happens. Do they get back together or not? That's what I really wanted. Um, but let's see if you think that's the case or not, and what happens. Let's just say that the story of the bonus family continues on. It the way it ends is that it doesn't stop you there. It just keeps growing and continuing. Their dysfunction continues. So that's a nice relief. It's a sweet movie. Not as good as the series. I'm not gonna lie, because I did feel that with Patrick cheating, they went a little too far with that story, and they should have stuck to something different. I really wished that, but that's not the way they went. So, if you've seen the show, what did you think about the show? If you watched the movie, what did you think about the movie? I would love to know your thoughts. Please like, share, and subscribe my channel, and thank you so much for watching.